Day. This is your friend JT from JTcoinrings, where I talk coin rings and all things precious metals. Today, I am going to start the process of making a ring out of this beautiful coin here. This coin was gifted to Redhead Step Stacker from Rico Finds Treasure. He was a YouTuber that passed away some time ago, but this coin used to belong to him, but he sent it to Redhead Step Stacker, and then Red commissioned me to make this a ring. So I wanted to show you the beauty of this ring here, the beauty of this coin and the process that I take in order to turn it to a ring. I love this reverse side. This will be what shows, okay? So let's do this. I'm gonna go through the beginning steps. So let's position the camera. First thing I wanna do is get the weight, okay? So let's do that. This right here is a live stream, so for those who are watching it in replay, put Team Replay in the comments. Let me know where you from, and also let me know what coin you want to see me make into a ring next, okay? Let's weigh this first. It says 13.2, all right. And let's check the silver content to see how it sounds. Okay, let's see how that sounds. All right, this is from Australia. You hear the sound of silver. This is an 80% silver coin. All right. I'd like to thank everyone in the stream, this live stream right now. We have Joseph Lopez in the house. Hey Joseph, how you doing? Good seeing you, my friend. And we have Venom in the arena. What's going on? How you feeling, my friend? I see that you're out there doing your thing, doing your streams. Keep at it, bro. Keep at it. Joseph, it's good seeing you. Man, I miss you. I'm here today to start the process of making this ring. We saw that in my previous video. We see that this is 80% silver. And this is such a beautiful coin. I love this reverse, man. Look at this reverse. Just the detail. This will be my first time making this into a ring. But look at the detail of this coin. This right here is absolutely beautiful. You have the kangaroo, and I believe this is called an emu. You have the coat of arms, 50, which will display on this ring, and also this beautiful star-like figure here will also play on this show on this ring. And the beautiful detail in the back. Love it. We got Kingdom of Upper Egypt. How you doing? Thanks for joining me today. I saw your comment, and I'll be doing a video on that coin from Egypt to respond to your comment, okay? Also, we have our friend Neophyte Stacker in the house. Good seeing you, my friend. All right, so here we go. We want to start this process. For those who have been here before, you know that unfortunately, I will have to put a hole in the center of this beautiful coin. Okay, this is the process of making a coin ring. So what I have here is a punch. All right. What I got to do is place this inside, and I always do a tester, right? So to make sure I got the right side. So you place that in, and let me see if I have a tester coin to make sure that everything is good. Thank you so much, Neophyte. Yes, I'm back. I had to take some time off, but I am back into action to get a little more consistent. Needed a little break. All right, so we have here, this is a quarter, a regular clad quarter. And what I want to do next is make sure that, let's see here, bam. Because before you puncture the hole, you want to make sure that it's on the right side, because you don't want to damage this beautiful coin more than what you have to because of the punch. So you always want to make sure you have the right size washer, okay? Because you want to make sure the coin doesn't move. So for this quarter, I will use a different washer. And this is the process that I have to do for every ring. Find the exact washer, okay? So even though I found one for the actual, you see that one here, it got a little gap there. So that's the beautiful thing about this. You see that? I had to make sure that I find a washer that does not have big of a gap. Okay. There we go. Oh, that'd be awesome, Venom. To do in New Zealand. I love foreign coins. It's a lot that I have not made into rings. I also collect coins as well, so not all coins I turn into rings. But some, if the customer sends them in, I will turn them to a ring for you, and it'd be a nice little keepsake, right? Something that you can keep, you can wear. I can make a video out of it. Okay. So we have here, I have to find the right washer for this quarter. Just before I start, because you want to make sure that you do not punch the coin incorrectly. Let me see here. Gotta find the right size. This is the tedious part of coin ring making. Usually I have it laid out, but I haven't made a ring in a while. So just to make sure, I always do a test punch, just to make sure that my tools are sharp enough. And yes, I'm doing it live. Thank you so much. You know, this is my hobby. I love collecting coins, and I stumbled across this from watching YouTube University, of course. And this is one way that I use in order for me to buy more coins. There we go. We found a match. We found a match. Okay. So what I do is take this out. You want to take this one out. This is the one I'll be using for the actual Aussie coin. Okay, take that out right there. And what you want to do is place that there. Place it there. Make sure I have the right one. Okay. So I put that in. And all I want to do is make sure that I place the coin in the right spot, because I don't want to, let's make sure. I don't want the coin to move around. So I can put it in there for now. Okay. All right, so what you want to do, I want to make sure that it's punched correctly. So you place the top on, okay? Then you have your punch. This is the part here that I sharpen. You put some of this lube on, like that. If you guys mind, hit that like button. If you're in, hit the like button. Tap that screen. Then you want to come right over here to what we call the press, the 6-ton press. Just like so, right over here. And what I'm going to do is punch a hole in that coin. Okay. All right. Once you punch a hole, then you release the pressure. Release that pressure. Okay, a little bit more. Okay. And you bring it back over. And that's what I wanted to make sure. You see how that right here, that causes the coin to kind of raise. All right, so you want to make sure always that little raise on this coin shows me that this is in the wrong position. So I'm glad I checked that my tools were in the right position. So what you want to do is flip. I want to flip that around, and it happens because I haven't been down here in a minute. So I want to make sure that, hey, everything's on go before I mess up a valuable coin. All right, so now that is twisted the right way. All right, so now I can proceed. I always want to make sure before I start. Okay, so now I found the right size washer. You place that in, and now I know for a fact I got the right hole punch, and everything's on the right side. You got to make sure of that, because you will mess your coin up. And these coins cost a pretty penny. Okay, there we go. So I can show you up close what I mean. If you have your tools in the wrong way, you see how that coin lift up, you get this jagged edge. You got like a little abrasion and it's raised. That's because I had the bottom portion in incorrectly. So before you rush, you always want to check. It's almost like when you drive. You want to make sure you check all your mirrors, your rear view mirror, your side view mirrors before you drive. So you just don't want to rush. And sometimes when you're doing live streams, you kind of rush, right? That's why I want to check the coin's weight to make sure I picked up the right coin, the silver coin, because I have also, if you know anything about this year, this coin, this 1966 coin, is that it also has some clad coins for different years. So I have coins that look just like it. I want to make sure I grab the right one. So I want to make sure that I weigh it, right? Then you want to make sure that the silver content is, you got a silver coin, because you don't want to sell someone a coin you say it has silver, but it really doesn't. And if it's a silver coin, that it would weigh 13.2 grams. That's one check. The second check is using the pocket pinger. You check the sound of the coin. Make sure that it has that pitch. So once you check all that, then you go to your next step. Okay. If you have one of those expensive Sigmas, you can check as well, but I don't have one of those. So I do the weight and the pocket pinker. All right, so now I go to this right here, bam. I use this. Let me back up a little bit. All right, let me see here. Let me read the comments. You got Kingdom of Upper Egypt. Absolutely love that title. We got Venom in the Arena here. All right, so I go back over here to my 6-ton press. All right, guys, if you would like a channel sticker, my channel sticker is right here. JTcoinrings channel sticker. Email me at jtcoinrings@gmail.com and I'll mail one out to you. Okay. All right, so let's go. Let's go through the first steps of punching a hole in this coin. All right, we got a hole in it. Bam. Now we got to that point. You want to release it. Okay. All right. Now we got it there, right there in the center. Okay. Let's see exactly what detail will be shown in this coin. Okay. So what you want to do now is take the coin away from the punch. Like that. There we go. All right, so let's examine this a little bit before we go any further. This is called the obverse of the coin. And you have Elizabeth II there, right? This will be the inside of the ring. The year 1966, Australia. Now, this is the side of the coin that we'll be showing. All right, so we have here the number 50, which is important. This is how old I believe our brother is, our Redhead Step Stacker. We have the kangaroo and the emu. This will be showing on the ring, okay? And you see the center where the arms, the coat of arms, was the only thing punched out, okay? Now that will be right here. This right here is the center portion. All right. This right here, I'm going to make into a pendant by punching a small hole in the center. And I'll be putting it with a silver chain and sending this off to Redhead Step Stacker as well. Okay. And see the detail in this right here? Look at the detail in this small pendant. All right, so you see that? That's part of the coat of arms. Okay, now let's see how much this weighs. All right, let's see how much this weighs. We saw that the coin originally weighed 13.2 grams. All right, so we look here. That's 1.2 grams, and this is 80% silver, okay? 1.3 grams, okay? And we see that the coin, after the punch, is 12.2. Then you add the punch back, around the 13.3. Let's see. Off a little bit. Maybe something's on it. Around the 13.3. Okay. So the next step is cleaning the center. So I'll take that. Place that right here. The next step is you want to take that. Now, one thing about Redhead Step Stacker, he always tells me to keep the center for my daughter's college fund, because he knows that the center is made out of silver. Now, just imagine if this was a gold coin, you would want to keep everything. The punch would be gold, this would be gold, even the shavings. So what I do now is clean this center punch by taking this deburring tool and doing like so. And what this is just cleaning that up and also shaving some of the silver away. Now, I take this silver as well and give it back to the client. Now, we saw that it was like 12.3. Okay. You look close, you start seeing the silver shaving. Causation, how you feeling? Thanks for joining the live stream. There we go. My name is JT from JTcoinrings, where I talk coin rings and all things precious metals. Today we are doing a 1966 Australian 50 cent made out of 80% silver. We're going to turn this beautiful ring or coin into a ring. So what you want to do is clear that spot out. You see that the silver's dropped. Let's check the weight of the coin with some of the shavings away. Okay. All right, we see that's a little off, got a little dust on it. All right, let's see here. All right, bam. So right now we see 12.4. Maybe the fan is also throwing it off. Okay, there we go. Right. The next step is folding the coin. Okay, you want to fold it. How do you fold it? You want to flip this inside out. But the first step before that is what? What do you think? You have to apply some heat. We have to apply some heat. All right. All right, let's do this. Give me a second. I had to get some water. Have to get some water. Okay, I got the water. Now the water is for cooling the coin off. And I'll show you why I need this water. This is the water. Let's put it up here for now. The next step is heating the coin up. So there we go. The reason why we heat the coin up is to allow the coin to get hot so I can fold it. There you go. Anneal the coin. There we go. Your quantum reality. He knows the deal. Thank you, quantum reality. And thank you so much for joining this live stream as well. I appreciate you. Guys, my name is JTcoinrings, where I turn your coins to rings. Not all your coins, because you got to keep some of these coins for your stack. You got to stack silver and gold. But one coin out that stack can be turned into a ring. Here we go. There we go. We doing what we doing. Quenching the coin. Your quantum reality. It aligns the molecules and the silver. There you go. This man's a science man. Thank you so much for your explanation. I love it. Class is in session. Thank you so much. I love the fact you can add that science to this thing, because it is. Coin ring making is science. You are annealing the coin, you're heating it up, aligning the molecules of silver. You also folding it based off that science. Okay. This right here is called a stabilizer die or a folding die. Okay. And the folding die right now is because I'm going to turn this coin inside out. Yeah, I kind of made it the coin look 50 years older than it really is, applying that heat. But after I finish with this, the process, I'll bring that shine right back. I promise you. The next step you want to do is do your initial fold. This right here is called a starter cone. Now my Baltimore accent makes the word seem different. It's cone, C-O-N-E. There we go. So what I want to do is start to fold this. There we go, like that. Inside out. Okay. Now, I'm starting to turn this beautiful coin into a ring. As you see here, there you go. See that process there? It's almost like a flying saucer, right? In the shape. You see the 50? That's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be placed on a ring. You see the kangaroo, the emu. Beautiful detail on this. Now what I do is the next step is I anneal it again, because I have to continue to stretch this coin, okay? I want to continue the process. Continue the process. Now, before I do that, I like to go inside of this cut edge here and add a little bit more smoothness. Because FYI, for everyone in the chat, coins are not made or was never created to be made into rings. So when you do a lot of bending, a lot of stretching, what happens is you can get some micro tears. So what I do is use the sandpaper in order to smooth that cut edge up, okay? As I stretch this coin, okay? There you go. The quantum reality states that this heat is applied so you don't rip the coin. Also, let's read this. Hey, what's up, Pete Clark? How you doing? Howdy, JT from Texas. Thank you so much for coming from Texas. Awesome. Look at this. We got a Texas coin ring here. This is made from a 90% quarter. It's made kind of small though, but this is a coin from Texas. So welcome, my friend, welcome. Let's read what Kingdom of Egypt just put in the chat, if you don't mind, guys. He says that also, I took your advice, JT. I bought a 1956 Egyptian 50 pastries for only about $65. That's a good deal. But the one you bought for $54 did look a bit better than what I bought. It's still a good deal, $65. And let me tell you why. Because a lot of coin ring makers love using that ring. The price went to like $200. But now the coin ring community don't use that ring as much. The price went down. That was one thing that I peeped out from that coin. That's why when I saw it for $55, I had to grab it. Okay, back to this beautiful coin here. So the next step I want to do is anneal it. Okay, so let's do that. Oh, that's awesome, Pete Clark. I think it'd make a beautiful band, a wedding band, because of the details, especially if you're celebrating like a 50-year anniversary, you know, because of number 50. So I may think about getting more of these coins. There we go, a little ASMR for you guys. All right. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of Spare-X right here. So it kind of cleans the coin. It cleans the coin as I dumped it. Let's see here. I hope it's still good. I may have to buy some more of this. And that right there kind of like, you know, allows me to clear the coin a little bit. I don't want to touch it because it's still hot. Okay, so move that out the way. Yeah, I would like to get some for my sons. That would be awesome. It's a beautiful coin. I love this coin. I'm gonna have to find it and see can I purchase some more to make some more rings. But this right here was a gift from our friend Rico Treasures. He was from Australia. Unfortunately, he passed away. But prior to passing away, he gave this coin as a gift to my friend Redhead Step Stacker. So it is definitely a special piece that I want to make sure that I protect. Okay, this next step right here is called folding. We started off with the first one. This is called a starter cone, but now we're gonna have to do right here a universal. As you see, this is gonna allow a deeper fold. Okay, so let's do that. There we go. All right. So you stretch it there. And as you see, now it is taking the shape of the cone. Okay. And we see that it's a little deeper. Thank you so much, David Ventura. I appreciate you. So as we see, the process is starting to fold, and this is how we make it a ring, okay? So let's go back over here. So that process, and every time that I stretch the metal, I like to heat it back up. Do anyone know why? You have to heat the coin back up after every time you stretch it or move it? Do anyone know what that term is? That's right, David Ventura, no cracks. But when the metal is moved, a non-ferrous metal is moved after quenching it. After a while, the metal work hardens. So you allow the metal to move and be more pliable and able to move with the heat when you anneal it. But when you start to move it, stretch it, the metal cools and then it work hardens. And you don't want that to harden too fast as you stretch it, because that's when you will get the rips, the micro tears. So I pay a lot of attention to how much heat I apply to the coin, number one. Number two, I make sure that I stretch it as much as I can before it work hardens. And as your quantum reality states, it realigns the molecules every time so it doesn't break. There you go. Thank you so much. Class is in session. Thank you so much, quantum reality. We have a scientist in the building. We have a scientist in the building. All right, back to annealing. There we go. Get our little water here. I'm going to buy some more Spyrex. Yeah. Okay. All right, now we got that. The next step is you got to stretch the coin on the ring stretcher. Okay. So my ring stretcher. Yep, you're right. Your quantum reality says the same principles apply to welding. Okay. Kingdom of Egypt. JT, if you could suggest silver coins for me to buy, what should I buy? Good question. Can I ask you a question to give you a better answer? If you are buying silver, what are you buying the silver for? Are you buying the silver to stack, to save it, for some way to place your fiat money so you can protect it? Or are you buying silver to just collect certain silver coins from maybe your country or foreign coins? What purpose are you buying silver for? And then I can give you a better answer. Okay, I'll wait for that. What I'm doing right now, guys, is making sure that I smooth out that cut edge, paying close attention to any cracks or micro tears. Okay. Kingdom of Egypt says, I like pre-1965 coins for my collection. Well, anything before the end of silver. Okay. Then my suggestion would be, if you have a budget, say of $100 a month, I would start off by buying pre-1965 coins like Roosevelt dimes, okay, quarters, like this one here. I would suggest you buying maybe rolls of dimes. This is 1963, I believe. This is 90% silver. It's pretty inexpensive. Inexpensive silver. You can buy the quarters, $half. You can buy walking liberties because you won't pay a fraction of the cost. But if you want to buy 0.99 fine silver, then I will buy generic because you have to per silver. But you can start off by buying fractionals, by buying these denominations, constitutional silver, the dimes, the quarters, the $half. That's a good start if you have a budget of $100. And then if you want to invest in buying half-ounce silver, I would say buy maybe JFK or Ben Franklin $half. You can go in to buy some walking liberties. And if you want to make another step of per silver, I would go into buying American Silver Eagles or generic 0.99 fine silver, like Sunshine Mint and all. Hey, Daddy how you doing? Appreciate you coming in. And that double tap, guys, double tap. All right, the next step would be to stretch the coin, but you want to make sure that you protect the inside of the coin. So what you want to do is put a layer of protection in between the coin and the stretcher. Okay. All right, so you want to place that there. And you want to start stretching the coin. All right, so I'm gonna stand up here so I don't hit the phone. All right, stretch and push down. And you want to rotate. We call this counterclockwise. You want to rotate like that. Okay, and you want to stretch. Okay, now, because I let this sit a little long, I have to make sure I heat it up again. All right. Your quantum reality says you can get constitutional silver right now at spot price. And that's a good piece of advice right there. And you'll have silver. You know, you'll have your silver dimes, your silver quarters, $half. If you want to get an American Silver Eagle, I would start off small, but silver is silver. 1965, like 1964, Kennedy's, 1952, Benjamin Franklin $half, Walking Liberties. I would get quarters, 1964 quarters, 90% silver. And it goes up in value. As you see, silver right now is over $42 an ounce. So the good buy is constitutional silver. There we go. Apply that heat. I want to make sure before I start stretching this coin again, I have to make this ring a size 13 and a half. A size 13 and a half. So I have to stretch it out a pretty bit. Pretty much. So here we go. Quench. There we go. Daddy do art. Pleasure. This is the group, my friends from Rich's live stream. Guys, if you want to level up, with push-ups, with mindset, go join my friend Daddy Duart. Also, go join my friend from Do Hard Things 365. You also have our friend who came in, Venom in the Arena, who came in the live stream today. They're doing things to level themselves up by getting themselves fit. I watch Do Hard Things every day, and that motivates me to work out and lose this weight. Since I've been gone, I've lost 65 pounds. And my goal is to get to 225 pounds over time. And I'm getting there. I'll be there by the end of the year. So what you want to do is stretch and rotate counterclockwise. And I want to make sure I take my time because I don't want to damage the coin. So once I start seeing the coin get a little too hard to stretch, I want to heat it up again. Okay. All right. So you want to come over here and look at it, examine it. Hey, congratulations, Pete Clark. 140 pounds. Congratulations. Daddy Do Hard, no problem, brother. No problem. Do Hard Things 365. Your quantum reality says I got lucky a few years ago. Loaded up on Silver Eagles at $19 each. Way to go, guy. Way to go. That's a good price. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that at all. You know? You cannot beat that. You get American Silver Eagles now, you're paying about $45. There we go. Jason and Gina, greetings from NYC. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. We got New York City in the house. I about to say, I know I had a coin ring from New York City. This one here, is this New York? No, I don't think this is New York. This right here is from Gettysburg. It's a silver one. The New York City is somewhere around here. So let me stretch this again, guys. All right, so now it's time to stretch again. Thank you so much. I've lost 65 pounds from April the 20th into now. So it kind of slowed down. But I've been pretty consistent. I've been intermittent fasting. I've been walking, going to the gym. And like I said, my goal is 225 pounds, 250, hopefully by November, and 225 by the end of the year. I'm still, you know what? And one thing I've learned from not stop working out, which I'll never stop working out again. I gained all this weight. I lost strength. Watching the push-up challenge every day, realized I couldn't do push-ups no more. So I'm slowly building my strength back up, you know. There you go. Got to be careful about this part, guys, because you got to make sure you hear things falling from this falling from the area. There we go. You want to stretch. Things are falling off the table. Pete Clark, you can do it. I'm 6'5" and went from 380 to 240. Oh, that's awesome. And you're pretty tall. I'm 6'2". I'm 6'2", so that would be great. That's a good weight for you too. 240. Still a solid frame. Okay, so now we see that it's stretching. Jason and Gina said I weighed 280. Now I'm 145. Wait, good gracious, that's great. Hey, my life, my money, media. How you feeling? Good seeing you, my friend, and thanks for checking on me too. I saw your message. You checked on me a couple weeks ago, man. I appreciate that. So we see that it's starting to form. Now, this process that I have to continue to do, which is annealing, stretching, annealing, stretching. This process goes on and on until I get the ring shaped like I want it, okay? And this process can go on for about 3 or 4 or maybe 5 more steps. But I make the live streams anywhere from 1 hour, and I will show the complete ring on my community tab, because the steps start to get a little, what is the word? Redundant. Because I'll go back and forth, refining it, shining it up. So the ring making, sometimes you can do it fast. Sometimes you have to do it in steps. And I like to take time to make sure I stretch the ring completely. As you see, the heat's coming off of it. Silver Sushi, how you doing? Good question. How long does it take you to complete a ring, brother? It can take me 20 minutes. Sometimes it takes me an hour. Sometimes it takes me a couple days. Because even after I shape this ring, say for instance, this right here is the emoji ring, right? This ring is a 9.999 fine silver. And this ring takes nothing to make because it's a softer. It's easy to shape, right? It's the emoji ring. And this ring has 80% silver and other metals in it to make it a little harder. So what I would do is take my time to make sure that this ring doesn't lose shape, get wonky. As you see, there is not really great symmetry right now. So my job would be to reshape it, and it would take me a little longer to do this ring because of that misshape. See that little bow here? So you have to take all that out. You have to remove that. So that takes time. So you don't want to rush that process. I wish I had an example, but this is an example. When you rush the process, this is what happens. This is not a 0.99 fine silver ring. This ring can ripped because I did not take the time out to anneal, and I didn't take the time out to stretch it slowly until the metal kind of went to its range and it splits. So stuff like this, I take my time. Hey, Silver Sushi's from Australia. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining the channel. I really appreciate that. So this ring will take a little bit longer than a ring made out of 0.99 fine silver. This is a lot softer metal. It's easy for me to maneuver. This is a little harder. Okay. But I will be finish it, and I will take a picture of it and put it in my community tab. All right. But this ring so far is doing pretty good. I got to make it a size 13 and a half. So right now it is a size 8. When I finish shaping it, it has to go all the way down here. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of heating and stretching. You see how big that gap is, right? So say for instance, this coin ring is a 10.5, right? Or 10 3/4. But I gotta take that ring from an 8. That's a big space. All the way to a 13. So it's going to be a little tedious, but I wanted to start this process on this live stream, okay, to show you guys exactly what I have to do. And soon this ring will be done and it will be beautiful. But just wanted to share that with you guys, the first couple steps. Any questions before we sign off? Thank you so much, Silver Sushi. Say, I got to get back to work, man, but I'll definitely check out the post. Keep at it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Your quantum reality, I would like to knock off about 30. Old and busted up makes it kind of hard. Hey, pretty good. I mean, hey, you can do it. It takes time, but you can do it. My life, my money, media says less processed food. Yes, I eat less, definitely eat less processed food. And I also went and purchased this device here called a Hume. This helps me to monitor my meals. I'm sorry, not monitor my meals. Monitor my vitals. Keep everything in line. I got this in the Hume body pod. Okay. And I also got another device that helps me with my diet. I'm telling you, everything's scientific, but it's working. Daddy Duhart says, great stuff, JT. I'll be looking out for more of your streams so I can learn more. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, guy. Kingdom of Upper Egypt says, thanks, JT, for this amazing content. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much for joining me, my friend. And thanks for commenting on the videos. My Life, My Money Media says, we'll love to hear your opinion about silver and gold prices like Eli did. Yes. I talked to my friend Eli a couple of days ago. He's doing fantastic. And yeah, let me know. And I will put some videos out real soon about my thoughts on silver and gold. Most definitely. But guys, thank you so much for joining me on this live stream. It was good to see you all. And for those in the replay, leave a comment and look out for this video, this finished product on my community tab. I'll show you a picture of the finished product, but I just wanted to start it right now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your feedback. I will see you guys on the next video. JTcoinrings. I'm out.